What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, it's been a long time. You ain't heard from the man in a minute. Um, I'm gonna be 100% with y'all, man. I My passion for wrestling right now is very low. It's very low. I'm sorry. I don't give a dang if it's the E. I don't care if it's the AEW. Right now, I'm on the verge of just giving up pro wrestling as a whole. Like I'm getting to that place, and a lot of that has to do with the two clowns that's calling the shots right now. Let's talk about Tony Khan and company. We just got away from Full Gear, and personally, I think this was their worst Full Gear to date. The build-up was whack. I mean, we had like 4 decent matches on the show. Out of a total of 12 matches, 4 matches were good. That's sad. That's sad. You know, the company that brought me back into wrestling is slowly but surely causing me to not give a dang about pro wrestling. And that's sad because all they care about is so-called good matches. They're not really interested in putting on good stories. Meanwhile, over in the E-Land, all they got really is the bloodline. And I know you're trying to do something with Kofi and Woods, but outside of that, I don't really give a dang. I genuinely don't. And I know we got War Games next week, and I know CM Punk is the 5th man to join the old bloodline. But like I said, right now I'm just really not feeling pro wrestling. I'm serious. That's why some of y'all been wondering how come I ain't really been talking about pro wrestling, or I ain't been really saying too much or whatever. I just don't have the desire. Plus, I'm also be real. I've been having a lot of bills that I had to take care of, so that's kind of been weighing on me. I really do not like to ask people for money. I don't. I really like to just try to do everything on my own. But like I said, man, it's been a lot of things that's been going on, and I know this is the holiday time, Thanksgiving time with the family and all that stuff. But like I said, pro wrestling right now, me and pro wrestling, I'm kind of drained, real talk. And we still got war games, aka Survivor joke. We just had full of jokes, and it really was full of jokes. But like I said, I know some of y'all normally hear me. I come on, I give you an honest review, and I'm here to tell you right now, I'm not even finna review it. What I'm gonna say is this: the pay-per-view gets an honest 4 out of 10. That's the honest I'm gonna go. And Bobby Lashley turned into a full-blown tether. What he said was some tether foolishness. Talking about he ain't black and all of this foolishness. And I'm like, man, would you just stop? Would you stop? I said, here he go. He come in buck dance. And I said, right. I was giving this fool a chance to come through. And now he's already putting the cape on and buck dancing and all this. But I'm like, you know what? I'm out. I'm like, it's I can't deal with it, man. I can't deal with it. I told you. Some of y'all think I'm going to sit. I don't. You got the wrong one. Y'all want somebody to coon for Tony Khan and company. No, it don't work like that. Just like y'all want somebody to coon for Triple H. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not the one. You got the wrong one, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't doing it. And like I said, as of right now, my mindset is not dealing with pro wrestling. Am I still going to watch? Of course. But when it comes to reviewing stuff and everything, you're going to get less and less of that. And I hate that because I know some of y'all really like to engage in what I'm saying. Y'all like to hear my thoughts on what's going on. But as of right now, what I'm seeing, I generally don't give a rat's behind. Like, the only thing from Monday Night Raw saw tonight was Kofi and Wood situation. Outside of that, I don't really give a crap about what they trying to tell. I know this was the go-home show, but I don't care. And then I already know the situation that's transpired over on SmackDown with CM Punk being the 5th guy. And Paul Heyman coming back already looked like he finna join in with Solo. And after Solo and them beat the brakes off him really doesn't make any type of sense. But I'm like, hey, it is what it is. And then people are already talking about, well, Cody is going to lose the championship to Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens is a heel and he's a heel under Triple H. I don't give a crap. This fool is turning face and heel as many times as that clown Big Show. I don't give a dang. I'm serious. I don't. And then Jay got jumped because they very much don't know what to do with her. So they quote unquote roll her off TV. So now they trying to figure out who did it. Everybody in the mama know dang well it's Bianca. I'm already telling you just ahead of time what it is. But Like I said, and then so the 4 good matches on this show. Mercedes, Chris, great, and I think Chris re-injured herself, which is sad. Swerve and Bobby, great. The main event, I know a lot of people really wasn't feeling it. I thought the main event between OC and Moxley was good. Now the chaotic ending, everything that transpired afterwards. Is it going to be a fatal 4-way? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. What was the other good match that was on the show? No, it was not this. Osprey and Kyle Fletcher. They did a pretty good job. But outside of that, everything else, it was all. Now, I would have been cool with the opening tag team match if it was just one tag team group going against a private party. The Fatal 4-Way foolishness didn't add to nothing. Now, they teased the Acclaim breaking up. There's a lot of people with mixed reviews on this situation. Here's my take on the whole deal. A lot of people know Anthony Bowens has breakout potential. A lot of people know this. And I've already said that Anthony Bowens was the better wrestler outside of Platinum Max. Because all Platinum Max know how to do is just run his mouth. That's all he know how to do. But Anthony Bowens was the one who was getting it in and actually doing it. So if, again, we're trying to entrust a fool who really don't know how to tell stories. I mean, he can tell stories. He just don't know how to do a good job at it. We're entrusting him to tell a solid story between these two potentially breaking up. Anthony trying to do his own thing. Platinum Max trying to do his own thing whatsoever. And Mina and Mariah, we knew that she was going to turn on us, so that's the next matchup. If Tony Khan could build that up right, we got our match for World's End. If he can build it up right, that's the biggest issue. And then the whole situation about Adam Cole and MJF and Roderick Strong and now Kyle O'Reilly. I'm like, it is what it is. This was a sad matchup because why? We seen it a million times. This is what happens when you overdo the match. A lot of people weren't feeling it. You would have thought this match would have been off the chain. No, because we seen it 3 times already. We saw it 3 times. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good, man. But yeah, honestly, I walked away. Oh, and Hangman and Jay White. Now I was expecting Jay White to win. I was expecting Hangman to get another dub. He lost again. So I don't know what Tony Khan is trying. I don't really get it. I don't understand it, but like it is what it is on that. Takeshita, obviously, he wasn't losing. So they also, and we got a new champion. We got a new TNT champion. Yes, congratulations to my man DG. The problem is, it just felt like a lot of fans were, they were mixed on the situation. Again, because Tony Khan overdoes his shows. I say this every pay-per-view. They're way too long, and because of you not putting forth an effort into getting people to care about said pay-per-view, your cracks are constantly showing. They're showing that you are lacking at getting people invested in what you presented on the show. And it's showing. You thinking that just putting on a good pay-per-view is what's going to keep the people coming. And I know people cats going to say, well, my man from TikTok, the Costco clown, him and QT Marshall going at it, a 20-year feud. How are we supposed to know that? Talk about this dude got over 20 million followers, and I'm like, I don't care. That doesn't add nothing to TV. So like, why do I But the hardcore is like, but this is a good marketing fit. I'm like, okay, that's great and all, but that's not what gets. Like I said, TK gonna do what the heck he want to do. He's gonna do what the heck he wants to do, and all we can do is just pray that somebody would get to him and tell him to get out of La La Land. Stop listening to these hardcore shields that's telling you that everything that you're watching is off the chain. It's not. It's not. Like I said, it was. Listen. Watching Full Gear was a freaking chore. You can ask my man Ace, because he came through to watch it. Ask him. It was a chore. We had to entertain ourselves basically to get through this pay-per-view. Real talk. I'm serious right now. Real talk. We had to entertain ourselves. Like I said, outside of the 4 matches that basically carried the show, we had to entertain ourselves through this doggone pay-per-view, and that should not be the case. This is why I wish Tony Khan won. Kill the dead weight. If the stories don't make sense, it does not belong on the show. This is one of the times where I actually would have tolerated Tony Khan doing a pay-per-view like Triple H. 5 to 6 matches is all you needed. Real talk. That was it. And figure out a way how to get the stuff. Like if you want to build up another important storyline in the middle of that, while with somebody who ain't really didn't get an opportunity to get a match, okay, that would have been fine. But TK don't know how to do that. He just want match after match after match. It don't work, ladies and gentlemen. It genuinely don't work. And like I say, man, between them and between WWE land, like I said, outside of the bloodline and outside of whatever they trying to tell between Kofi and Woods, I really don't give a dang about what's going on in the E. I really don't. I know we got War Games, aka Survivor Joke, this Saturday coming up, but I'm telling you both it's true. Real talk. So I'm like, it is what it is, man. Look, I've said what I had to say. A lot of y'all been wondering, y'all ain't heard from me. I have, like I said, I've seen everything. I've seen everything that's transpired. It's been a lot of stuff that went on. We got a new president. I mean, a lot of stuff that went on. It's just been a whole bunch of mess that's been popping off. Like I said, I'm just trying to get my finances up. Real talk. I'm serious. Like right now, like I said, I do not listen to me. I don't like to ask. I really don't. But if the Lord puts it on your heart, my Cashapp is KC for is $ KC for L King Sale for life. That's my Cashapp. If you want to hit it, it's up to you. I'm not telling you to do it, but it's up to you. I'm gonna actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post it in the doggone profile thing of the video so you can see it if you want to send something. I don't care what, whatever it is. I appreciate it, but like I said, I've been dealing with a whole lot of stuff, and like I said, that's been one of the major factors where I just have not had the time or energy to come on here and give you a thorough review, regardless if it's Dynamite, Raw, SmackDown, it doesn't matter. But I had to come on here, let y'all know what's going on. I saw the pay-per-view. This is honestly one of their weakest pay-per-views they done, and that's on Tony Khan. He does not give a rat's behind. He don't care. We've been trying to tell him. I've been trying to tell him. Now, I'm not like the fools that want the company to die. No, because I'm telling you this. If AEW does eventually go out of business, there will absolutely be no point of watching pro wrestling, period. Because what's the point of one company dominating everything? Doesn't make sense. We had that foolishness with Vince back in the day. It didn't work. Now we want to go back to it because a lot of people is D-Ride Triple H. You out of your dang mind. You are out of your freaking mind. Like I said, I can't do it. I can't. But Tony Khan, you better pick this thing up. I'm serious. Because this was trash. It was garbage. 4 out of 10. Only 4 matches carried your freaking show. 4. That's it. 4 out of 10. No bull jabbing for me. I ain't capping for buck dancing Bobby Lashley. Came up there shucking the jive. Already come in shucking the jive. I'm sitting up here giving this fool a pass, finding out that he's a tether. Shoot, like I said, I'm like, man, you try to get these fools that got the melanin like you, and then they get the shucking and jiving at me. I said, I can't do it. I got to call it out. I said, if he was in the E, buck dancing, what I would do, I would call it out. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm finna let this fool come over here in AEW and give him a pass for the buck dance that he was doing. You out of your dang mind. I ain't the one. Anyway, you know exactly what to do. Hit the comment section up. I'll talk to y'all cats later. This your main man, Casey King Self for Life Wrestling It Takes. I'm gone. Holla at your boy.